Hello and welcome. Today I will be swatching ORLY's holiday collection, Twas the Night. This collection was sent to me as PR, so a big thank you to ORLY. And this is a 6-piece lacquer collection. As you can see here, it's vegan, Leaping Bunny certified, formulated without harmful ingredients, and made in the USA, which I always like to see. And here's a little sneak peek of the 6 shades in this collection. We have a shattered topper, a metallic pearl, and 4 cremes. So right off first glance, I'm really liking this holiday collection. We have classic Christmas colors, red and green, and the little shattered topper, but we also have blues and purples, which kind of makes me think of like Ice Queen, Elsa vibes. So yeah, right off the bat, loving the color story. All right, so as far as prep goes, I have ORLY's Bonder here as my base coat, and I have applied 1 coat to all of my nails. So first we have Sugarplum Soiree, which is described as a shimmering wine red metallic. Now for me, I would describe this as like a plum purpley shade, but it definitely does have some like wine red undertones. Right off the bat, it makes me think purple. Now, I don't know about you, but whenever I apply a pearly shade like this, I always try to make my brush strokes as straight as possible because they leave streaks. So just trying to go as straight as I can so that I get nice, straight little, subtle pearly lines, but that it still looks good. Next up is Velvet Ribbon, which is described as a bold and deep red. Now I think classic Christmas, and I actually really like this deeper shade of red for Christmas personally. I love bright reds too, but I love these deep shades. And I will say, I love the formula on this red. I feel like I might not even need a second coat. I'll do a second coat, but it's looking great with just 1 coat. I mentioned this in my previous videos, but I do love ORLY's Silicone grippy handles. They make it really easy to paint your nails. They're not slippery and they're not small. And I also really love their round width brushes. They make it super easy to get that nice cuticle line. Next up we have Regal Pine, which is described as a rich dark green creme. So this one is definitely not as opaque on the first coat. I would describe this formula a little bit more like a crelly, like a mix between a jelly and a cream. But it's a little bit on the thinner side. It's not super thick. Sometimes with dark shades like this, I feel like they tend to be a little bit thicker and gloopier. But this one will definitely need 2 coats. So Regal Pine is building up beautifully, and it's a nice deep forest green. Red and green, perfect classic holiday creme. Next up we have Cozy Night, which is described as a rich dark teal creme. This one is also a little bit more of a crelly type formula, very similar to Regal Pine. It's not as opaque as Velvet Ribbon, but it's still a very easy to work with formula. It'll just definitely need 2 coats. Don't mind me, I'm just overworking the cuticle area a little bit. Whenever I have dark colors especially, I feel like I always am extra tedious and careful in the cuticle area because I don't want to get it on my skin and then have to worry about cleaning it up. Well, anyways, I am loving these dark creme shades. Like I could live in colors like this through the winter. Next up we have Snow Angel, which is described as an icy pastel blue creme. Now Snow Angel is the one color that throws me off a little bit in this collection. I definitely see it's a great contrast because there's a lot of darker shades, but I feel like it makes me more think of spring. I can't see it really working well for some like snowy nail art, but that's just my personal opinion. And I will say too, I think this is my least favorite formula. Light colors like this, and then it's also more of the Crelly formula, seem to like go on a little bit more streaky. In Two Coats I was still able to get full opacity, but I think this is my least favorite from the collection. Still very pretty, and I do love all of these colors together. All of the cremes and the metallic are very, very pretty. And last we have Spark, which is described as a copper shatter topper. So here I'm going to apply it on my other hand just by itself so you can see what sort of coverage you get with just one coat. And the thing about toppers is you kind of have to like move them around quickly and like get the coverage that you want. I am noticing these little copper flakies, they are on the larger side. It looks like they do not dry super flat, so they definitely have some thickness to them. They're drying a little bit bumpy. So top coat, even though this is considered like a topper, I still think that a top coat would be necessary to get that really smooth finish. So just something to keep in mind. And I'll be applying Spark to all the other solid shades so you can see what it looks like over all the colors in this collection. So here's Spark over all of the other solid shades. I definitely think it pops the most over the dark colors. I think over Sugarplum Soiree, it kind of like blends in. And here you can see from the side, it does leave a little bit of bumpiness. So yes, top coat will be necessary. Overall, I think this collection is great. Kind of gives two separate vibes, Ice Queen and Classic Christmas. And I think there could be a lot of really fun color combos that you could do with this collection. So overall, I think the ORLY Twas the Night collection is a hit. Can't wait to see all of the winter festive fun manis. Thanks for watching.